What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Aftersound here, bringing you Splinterlands content daily. We also stream on this channel here Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sunday mornings, so come by and say hello. Okay, I wanted to talk about two of the hottest and most relevant tokens in the Splinterlands ecosystem right now, and that is SPS and vouchers. I'm sorry, DEC, but I feel like your time has passed, and you are going to be trending towards a stable coin very soon. Although there's still plenty of time, still over 3 months to get airdrops, and DEC looks good for that. But that's outside the scope of what I wanted to talk about. Right now, there's a lot of chatter, at least within the comment section, and then when I'm on Discord and Reddit, about what should people be holding, SPS or vouchers. Now, I know I don't want to make this too elementary, because I know the only people who don't know that are probably people who are newer to the game, and hopefully you'll be able to understand as we go along through the video, so I won't make it too elementary. But the main thing for me when looking at these two is that, like, one is an asset and one is like a tradable or flippable, type of, I don't even know what the word is. So when I'm talking about asset, I'm talking about SPS. And when I'm talking about this, whatever flippable thing is, it's vouchers. Now, the thing that I love about SPS, and the reason why I am so big on stacking and staking as much as possible, is because the way that I view SPS is that it is an income producing asset, right? So it's not just an asset, but it's an income producing asset where you get vouchers through SPS. By staking SPS, you get vouchers, whatever portion to the amount that you have staked proportionally. And for the time being, at least for the next 3 to 4 years, we are going to be getting more SPS from that. So right now, the value of holding SPS, especially at this price point, again, I don't know if it's going to go down any lower. I do believe that in the long run, there will be upward price pressure on SPS, but none of this is financial advice. So let me just get that out of the way. But for me, it's, investing in something that is going to have long-term ramifications. The team is always going to continue to drive value to SPS. And when they drive value to vouchers, that is indirectly tied to SPS, because at the end of the day, if you are stacking and staking SPS, then you get to make the decision on whether or not you want to use the vouchers. You get to take that value and either use it yourself or pass it on to somebody else. So when it comes to vouchers are like this flippable, not commodity, but whatever it is, like, you have the choice to use them or you have the choice to flip them for a higher price. And I feel like many people are viewing vouchers in that context right now. Vouchers tend to have a much more volatile price action, and that can be a good or bad thing. One of the best investments you could have made within Splinterlands over the past couple of weeks is buying vouchers when they dropped below $1 and then selling them when they were over $2. That was more than a 2x, like a clean 2x that you would have been able to take away. And many of us knew that it was coming. I knew that it was coming, but I didn't have the conviction to buy vouchers because I'm all in on the SPS train. But if you saw what happened with Waka and how that pumped prices up 100% from $1 to $2, it was just a matter of time before the next promo card, validator nodes, Rift Watchers, something came along that would push the price of vouchers up. Now, we know that there will be upward price pressure on vouchers with the nodes, but there's also going to be Rift Watchers, this upcoming promo card. If land is somehow involved, if the voucher store becomes available, there's a lot of things there. Again, many of that is unknown, both in time and in scale of what kind of impact it's going to have, but it's there. Versus SPS, which to me, there's some good price action potential with SPS as well, because of the fact that we're going to be burning some, and once the airdrop is done, it'll become much more scarce, right? So the only way to get SPS at that point is to buy it, and it's going to be interesting to see how that shakes up the entire game economy, and obviously specifically the SPS price from there. So the best analogy that I can come up with off the top of my head is, SPS versus vouchers. SPS is like buying stock in Nike, for example, because you know that Nike is always going to be producing shoes and it's always going to be delivering value. And while, they're not giving you shoes, they are driving value to what they are doing as a company. And that value comes back to you either, through dividends or whatever the case is. Obviously, it's not a perfect analogy. Whereas vouchers is like buying a hot shoe that's on the market or buying an undervalued shoe or sneaker. So shout out to all my sneakerheads out there. and then being able to flip it in the future if it gets hot or if there's a season for it or something like that. Again, this is not a perfect analogy, but the way that I view it is like, okay, I can get vouchers and I can either flip them, or actually, here's the thing, you can also wear the shoes, right? So going back to this analogy, you can also wear the shoes if you want to. So you can get and use whatever value vouchers are going to offer to you, whatever access they give you. And to me, so far, I'm not trying to hate on the Waka card. I think it's a decent card. Although for that price point, I'm glad I didn't jump in. But I can't say the same about future promotions and whatever other things they might have. But at this point in time, for me, the value is on acquiring the asset rather than rather than holding vouchers, which intrinsically aren't getting me anything. There's no income producing mechanism with them. I can't stake them. I can't use them. I can just flip them or actually utilize them for what they are being intended for, in terms of redeeming them for some kind of value. So at the end of the day, to me, SPS has and always will be the play, at least for the foreseeable future. But vouchers do represent a decent opportunity in the market is what I'll call it. Now, obviously, vouchers are up 100% right now, and everybody's still kind of hyped because there's a lot of other news that could be incoming within the next couple of weeks and months. But that doesn't mean that voucher prices can't crash back down to like $1 if, let's say Bitcoin nukes down to the mid 30s. I think it dropped below 40K today. So if we go down to the mid 30s or low 30s, that could drag the entire market down again. And, now you'd be sitting on vouchers without getting any value, and you'd also be down on your original investment. So I'm not saying that that's going to happen. I'm not saying that I want that to happen. I'm saying that to me is a risk I don't want to take. I don't mind SPS dropping in price because at the end of the day, I am getting vouchers from it, and I'm getting the SPS APR or staking APR, which is, still about 23, 24% as of the recording of this video. So I'm earning that in SPS, right? So I would rather have that, and that's why my focus has been on there. Now, if they come out with something that's like super crazy, super hyped, I am still holding a stack of vouchers, which kind of irks me because I'm just like, these vouchers aren't doing anything. They're just kind of sitting there. But it is my hedge, right? Because if I want to potentially sell some in the future, or if I want to have a stack that's available, then I can do that. But I'm not actively going out and buying vouchers until the hype market really hits and until there's something really cool that I may want. And again, am I getting in late at that point? Absolutely. Am I going to be part of the run up and therefore potentially dumped on? Yeah, absolutely. But at that point, the only reason I'd be buying vouchers is because I want to actually utilize them and redeem them for whatever is being offered for vouchers. So at that point, I'm willing to make that bet I'm willing to take that bet, and mainly because whatever I'm redeeming will be part of the value proposition. I'm going to actually, calculate it out and be like, if I had to buy vouchers at X amount of dollars over what they would be right now, and it's still worth it, then I'm going to go for it. But if I don't know and I'm a little uncertain and I want to be able to kind of play both sides of the field, then I'm going to go with SPS, and that's what I'm doing right now. So again, none of this is financial advice. I'm just trying to give you my perspective on how I'm viewing the SPS versus voucher conversation. Again, there's no wrong way to interact with this game. Obviously, don't buy high and sell low. That's just, investing 101. But, if you are going to be engaging with any kind of economic activity for either of these, SPS and vouchers, I just want to give you my thoughts on it so that hopefully you get a broader picture on what you can and cannot expect from them in the future regarding both utility as well as potential price action or price catalysts. So that's all I have for you in this video. Let me know your thoughts below. Let me know if you are stacking one, the other, or both, and we'll continue the conversation there. So have an amazing rest of your day. I will catch you all in the next video and see you around the game. Take care.